3, 4.
Keep the music playing.
Today's news and weather is brought to you by the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Check out upcoming shows at backyardwaco.com.
From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez. Following the president's executive order to eliminate the Department of Education, Governor Greg Abbott voiced his support at the White House yesterday. He said the country will get better results by having money go directly to the states. He also emphasized plans to increase public school funding. Texas is a major recipient of federal dollars for education. In 2023, the state received more than $12 billion. Killeen ISD superintendent and a principal testified in front of the Texas House Public Education Committee during a hearing on Tuesday. Rancier Middle School principal Dr. Janelle Muhammad provided perspective on her district's cell phone ban in support of House Bill 1481, which would ban devices like these in classrooms across the state. Superintendent Dr. Joanne Fay talked about the stabbing death of a 14-year-old student, illustrating support for House Bill 6, which expands public schools' authority. From the News 10 Newsroom, I'm Keisha Lopez.
Central Texas's next storm system is going to be pushing its way through Sunday night into Monday morning, which will give us a low, but not zero, chance for showers and maybe a stray stronger thunderstorm. Highest rain chances Saturday late afternoon and into the evening hours will be near and east of I-35, and don't expect much rain to fall. We do have better rain chances returning mid to late week next week, finally, but in the near term, it's still par for the course. Breezy conditions and fire danger returning. Morning temperatures today out the door in the upper 30s and low to mid 40s. Will warm into the mid to upper 70s late today. South winds will gust as high as 35 miles per hour with an elevated grass fire danger along and west of I-35. From KWTX, I'm First Alert Meteorologist Sean Bellafieri.
It's like a broken record. It's going to be windy again today. Hello, my friends. Welcome to the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. Zack Owen Show brought to you by Waco Realtors. And I got my friend Patrick Margiotta here with me from Dry Clean Super Center, shoe repair, boot repair, chainsaw repair, and small tax preparation.
Do it. We pretty much do it all.
Do it all.
Zach.
No. We're going to talk to Patrick about not only what goes on in his work, but also I see Patrick and his wife out at all the events and just talk about Waco in general and how it's changed in how many years you've been here?
We've actually, with the store, we've actually had the store. This year will be 23 years. We've lived in Waco since 97.
Wow.
But the store on Valley Mills Drive, the main facility, we built ground up in 2002. So
Gosh.
Coming up on 23 years.
Wow. Hard to believe. We'll talk about that. And, of course, we've got great music. Stan Wilfong is going to be here in the 9 o'clock hour. He's going to play some great tunes for us. We got some, he's getting ready. He's prepping his bad joke of the day over here. We got country music history. We got birthdays. We got sports. We got Nashville Cat. And never know what might happen here at the backyard. We may have a leaf blower. We may have a train. We may have a dog run by and scream. You never know at the backyard. But let's kick it off the way we do on this TGIF, the way we do every morning, and that's with our national anthem.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Patrick is dressed the way I wanted to dress today in my short sleeve shirt, but I went out to roll the garbage. Today's garbage day in our neighborhood. I went to roll it out. I go, it's a little chilly this morning, so I threw this lightweight hoodie on.
That is a nice hoodie. Those rowbacks are really nice.
Oh, it's so soft.
Yeah.
You want to touch it? You want to feel it? Isn't that great?
The technology has really changed in garment manufacturing over the years. The stuff is just it's really unbelievable.
I will not buy a T-shirt unless it's super soft. It's amazing. Remember how T-shirts years ago, you thought, oh, man, that's rough.
Scratchy. I can tell you, if you ever see me out shopping, that's what I'm doing. I'm stopping and I'm checking the material. If it's soft, I'll stop.
And what's it called?
Some of it's dry wicking, or that new technology is those blended materials, those polyester blends.
Right. He knows all about that because he's in the dry cleaning business. And I want to ask you, Patrick, where are you from originally?
I'm originally from Marlin, Texas.
And then you moved to Waco.
Moved to Waco. Lee and I got married. My wife, Lee, and I got married. She's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We got
That's
married
a lot like Marlin. Albuquerque, Marlin. Yeah, right close.
Yes. We got married in '97, and we've lived here ever since.
Yeah.
So.
And you said the first store?
We built the first store ground up on the north end of Valley Mills Drive, like we were talking a little bit ago. We actually sit on the very location that J.T. McCord's sat on back in the day, and over there by Steak and Ale, and we built that Underwood's Barbecue. We built that building ground up in 2002.
We were talking about that before we actually went on, and hard to believe that right in that small area used to be 3 very popular restaurants.
Yes.
Wow, it's amazing. And so doesn't Lee run that one, or stays there quite a bit?
Lee does take care of that store. She's basically the rock star of this whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
She's the one that keeps the doors open, but she runs that main facility there on Valley Mills Drive, and that's where all the magic happens. That's where the cleaning and the pressing and all that stuff takes place. So that's the main facility. And then we have our second location, which is on 7th Street here in downtown Waco. That's where I'm at.
Right here downtown, just right down the street from here.
Down the street, yes, sir.
And you were telling me, and we'll get into that in a minute, about the technology. Everything changes. You know, we go to the grocery store, we go to wherever, and it's self-checkout and things like that. We were at, I love to travel. We were at, I believe it was DFW, and I look over and there's a kiosk stand thing, robotic, for coffee. You don't have to stand there. You just swipe your card, tell it, and it, and out in Vegas, they've got robotic bartenders now where you push, I want a gin and tonic or a Mai Tai, boop, 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 and it's amazing.
It's done.
But you've got that technology at the store over on Valley Mills, or is it the one downtown?
No,
downtown.
We actually have, we've actually had it live a year now, and this is only unique to the downtown location. We have a 24/7 kiosk where customers can actually enter that space throughout the day. They can drop off clothes. They can pick up clothes, but more so...
Never have to deal with anybody.
We are there though on site, but it does give that customer that freedom to enter and exit freely.
Right.
But
that's amazing.
The technology in our industry with this product, we've used their product. It's an Italian product called Metal Progetti, and we've used their product since 2009 to assemble everyone's clothes.
Right.
So the kiosk that we have in place now is their 24/7 kiosk feature.
Wow.
And it's when we started the assembly with their product, it pretty much transformed our business into what it is today.
Right.
It just gives us as business owners peace of mind that you're getting your stuff back and not someone else's. But the advancement in technology to the 24/7 kiosk has been tremendous for us. It allows customers to enter this unique space after hours and over the weekend during closed hours.
Wow, that's a great idea.
So
I don't know how many times I've gone, I missed it, they're closed.
Patrick's tied into a lot of customers personally and obviously through the business, and it's nothing to get a text message or an email or something of that nature.
Yeah.
And then meet somebody up there, or we've seen people out places and they've had an express bag and we've taken the bag to the store and saved them that trip. So
I don't know how many times that I have called Patrick and said, hey, I forgot, I'm leaving to go on vacation again, and I like to have my Hawaiian style shirts and my golf shirts all folded, cleaned, and put in a bag and folded. And can you do that? Sure. Come on, bring them over.
yes, sir. It's
better to travel that way, my friends. I promise. That's a super thing that you need to do is cleaned, folded, and bagged for travel.
get it done for you. It's all about customer service. I mean, with where we're at 23 years in, we've got generational customers where we've been doing this long enough where children that I used to see in the car seats, they're either picking up clothes for mom and dad, or they're dropping off clothes, or they're customers with their own families.
Right.
So without the customers, you know, there would be no Patrick's Dry Cleaners.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and our amazing staff. I mean, our staff has been great. We've got several people that have been with us multiple years, and you know, that's the hardest thing in today's world, is keeping the staff behind your side of the counter.
That's right. That's right. You know, I have to keep offering Mike over here thousands of dollars, new contract every month. You know, he wants more money.
Well, I think that's what y'all were doing when I walked in.
We
Y'all
were
were
negotiating.
renegotiating his
Yeah,
contract for
absolutely.
the show today.
Mike, producer, yeah, we're still at zero. That's exactly right.
But we're live.
I keep telling him, son, someday you're going to make it big. We're going to continue to talk about dry cleaning. I got so many questions and so much to talk about. But before we continue on with the show this morning, I want to mention today is March 21st. Today is the first full day of spring. Is that correct? Yesterday spring sprung, but today's the first full day. okay? And it's going to be windy again. But anyway, today is March 21st. Today is National Common Courtesy Day. I truly believe here in the United States of America and around the world, we have lost common courtesy in our lives. Our young people and even old people, there are some of them that you've lost common courtesy. We need to fix that. Fix it.
I agree.
Education Freedom Day. I'm not sure what that is, but maybe you should educate me on these before. Okay. Memory Day. Also, today is Memory Day. Oh, wait. Hold on. National California Strawberry Day. I'm going to tell you, I love, and since I was a kid, have loved strawberries.
They're the greatest.
Yeah, I ate some strawberries last night. I love strawberries. What else going on? National Crunchy Taco Day. And don't tell me you don't love crunchy tacos.
Everybody does.
Love them. Good old greasy. I kind of judge my taco by how much grease drips out on my hand when I'm eating it, you know. National French Bread. I love French bread.
French bread is good.
World Puppetry Day. I don't know. This day aims to recognize puppetry as a global art form. Now, you know, guys, there's a lot of puppeteers out there that appreciate me saying this. It's an attempt to pay tribute to and honor puppeteers from around the world. The World Puppetry Day was established in 2003. This day seeks to maintain and safeguard, I didn't know it needed safeguarding, the traditions of the art of puppetry. Yeah. Keep an eye on your puppets. Jeff Dunham. Are those considered puppets? Okay. Anyway, here we are. Patrick Margiotta. We got Stan Wilfong coming up later on with music. We're going to take just a short break live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. And it's all brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group. You want to buy or sell real estate, we want to help you. And our friends at Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. Stop by for a hot cup of coffee this morning and tell them you heard it right here on the Zack Owen Show. Back right after this.
Are you ready to take your real estate career to the next level? Whether you're a seasoned pro or just getting started, Weichert Realtors, the Eastland Group, is the place for you. At Weichert, we provide cutting-edge technology, personalized coaching and training, proven systems to help you succeed, all in a positive, drama-free atmosphere. Our team is more than just a real estate brokerage. We're a family dedicated to growth, support, and real results. Call us today to schedule a meeting or visit theeastlandgroup.com to learn more.
Protect your car with 3W Liners all-weather floor mats. Made from durable materials like TPE and rubber, our mats are designed to withstand rain, snow, and mud with deep grooves to trap dirt and liquids. For a custom fit and advanced protection, visit 3W Liners. That's the number 3, WLINERS.com today. 25 Home, our ultimate goal is to provide you with a transformative experience, making each day feel like it has an extra hour. We believe your home is more than just a space, it's a sanctuary where comfort, relaxation, and happiness thrive. Discover the difference at 25 Home today. Shop now at 25home.com.
I need to get real excited.
Sure.
Okay. Hello everyone, my name is Sheridan Vasquez, and this is Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions. And I will be interviewing some of your favorite musicians and maybe some you've never heard before. Join me on Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions for something new every time. You can find Sheridan Soundcheck Sessions anywhere you get your podcasts or at roguemediamusic.com. Yeehaw. And keep the music playing.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Get paid faster with Bill, the easiest way to send, receive, and manage your payments. No more delays, no more hassle. Whether you're a freelancer or a business, Bill makes payments seamless and secure, simple, fast, and reliable. Sign up today at Bill.com. turn your passion into profit? With Blogify, creating a blog has never been easier. Build, customize, and grow your site with powerful tools designed for beginners and pros alike. Start sharing your story today and watch your audience grow with Blogify. Visit blogify.ai today for a free 3-day trial. That's Blogify, Blogify.ai today. Overwhelmed by your inbox? Clean Email is here to help. Organize, clean, and manage your emails with powerful automation tools. Say goodbye to spam and clutter and enjoy a stress-free inbox. Try Clean Email today at cleanemail.com. That's CLEAN email.com. Stay connected no matter where you are with eSIM-X. Say goodbye to expensive roaming charges and physical SIM cards. With access to over 200 global carriers, we make mobile connectivity seamless and affordable for travelers worldwide. Join the future of communication today at eSIMX.com. That's ESIMX.com.
Farmhounds offers natural treats and chews made with quality products that support family farms, regenerative agriculture, and humane farming practices. Give your dog the best with wholesome, organic ingredients that promote health and happiness. Shop now at farmhounds.com.
Easy Sun has been living fearlessly under the sun since 2016. Born from sailors' need for convenient sun protection, our mineral sunscreen is crafted with natural ingredients offering broad spectrum protection against UVA and UVB rays. Safe for your skin and the environment, stay protected on the go with Easy Sun, your ultimate sun care solution. Visit EasySun.com today. That's EEZYSUN.com.
Visit RogueMediaMusic.com for more music.
It is National Puppeteer Day. How crazy is that? He has. I go over and start rubbing his arm, and he's looking at me like, Zach, what are you doing? Patrick Margiotta is here. Tell us, where is that name? What nationality? Was it Margiotta? Is that Italian?
It is Italian, both parents, yes.
Wow. And do you, I mean, you've got to, do you personally like to cook? Seems like Italians love to cook.
I do like to cook, like to grill, but I do like to cook. I do need to, I'm not as good as my mom on some of the things, because that's all the old school recipes and things like that. And I do need to get to where I can duplicate those.
Oh man,
I don't know if I'll ever be able to duplicate, but I need to come close.
Right. You know, a few weeks ago I had restaurant week, and I had Massimo De Camplis over here, and he was talking about old school recipes and things like that. I am not Italian. I'm Welsh. I'm from Wales, my ancestors. But I'm going to tell you, I love the Italian food. I love going to Italy. If I could, I would move. There are certain parts, well, all of Italy, but certain parts that just take your breath away over Italy.
Oh yeah, it's. I've never been. It's beautiful over there. I hear my parents and family have been, but my parents got to go several years ago with siblings of theirs, so they had a good time.
You know what's great about Europe and Italy places is their rail systems are so good and so cheap that you can fly to Rome, spend a couple of days, get on their train, go to Florence, go to Pisa, go to Venice, go to wherever, and reasonably priced to take the train, and they're clean and they're nice.
Yeah.
We just, went to Austria and Switzerland and Germany, and it's just so clean over there. It kind of boggles your mind. But we got a big trip coming up. Our Zach and Jim trip number 45 is going to be July 31st. We're going to spend time in Greece, the Greek islands, Croatia, and we'll end in Venice, Italy. It's a 15-day, 11-port cruise. We got room for a few more people. Call over to House of Travel, talk to Bambi, and get in on this. We have over 70 people booked to go with us on this great trip on July 31st. Patrick Margiotta is here, the Italian Stallion is what we're going to call him. Isn't that what Lee calls you?
That's what Lee calls me.
What do you call her? Oh, we can't say. Okay.
Yeah. I don't want to
right.
get in too much trouble.
You know, I have used Dry Clean Super for a long time now. I now live way out in Woodway. And now that I come here, I'm going to have to start seeing you at the downtown location.
Yes, you need to come by. I'd really like for you. We definitely want to introduce you to our kiosk feature. It's a game changer. I mean, it's really been a very positive experience for our customers where they can come in and interact with that. But we had a mom that was coming into town, has a daughter here at Baylor,
right,
and contacted me and, hey, I'm going to ship you these items. So they showed up FedEx and got her all taken care of. And, you know, last night about, I think it was between 9 and 10 o'clock, they code in and pick
Boom.
everything up, and they're ready to go on.
Gone.
So
Wow.
the scanning in to be able to drop off and pick up clothes there at that location has been a very positive experience for our customers.
Well, we're going to break away just a second. We got to check in with Nashville Cat, but I want to come back, and we don't lose that thought. I want to talk to you about the changes you've seen in 23 years,
Yes,
how the changes have taken place in the business. And let's talk about 1 hour Martinizing. Remember that?
Yes.
Anyway, we're going to talk about a lot of things with Patrick. Stan Wilfong is going to be with us at 9 o'clock hour to play some great music. We've got country music trivia, birthdays, sports. But right now it's time to check in and see what's happening in the world of country music news. We'll check in with Nashville Cat right after this.
Today's edition of Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show Live is brought to you by Be Kind Coffee. Be Kind Coffee's ultimate goal is to promote kindness. 1534 Washington Avenue. Sit down and stay a while. Be Kind Coffee is open Monday through Friday at 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. BeKindCoffeeCrew.com.
Luke Combs has a rare type of obsessive-compulsive disorder. Thoughts can consume him for 45 seconds of every minute for weeks, but no one knows because there's no outward manifestation. Luke says after many years, he has finally learned how to manage it. Jordan Davis's fourth child will be born in 2025, and when asked if he wants 5, Jordan said, "No, it's over." John Party's hired MMA fighter Mike Chandler to help get him in shape for his tour. Finally, a source close to Tim McGraw says recovery from the back surgery he'll have sometime this year will be long and excruciating. I'm Nashville Cat on the Zack Owen Show.
Nashville Cat right there. Been with me a long, long time on the radio and now on the show here. Talks about what's going on in country music news. Speaking of that, I don't know if you have watched it or not, but you've got to go watch just the other night, the 100th anniversary of the Grand Ole Opry. And they had all these superstars on there singing songs. For instance, Ronnie Millsap was in the audience. And
oh, wow.
I mean, they were all the stars. And then the newer generation was singing their songs. But a great, great show. Their 100th anniversary.
You know, I remember when Ronnie Millsap, I think he performed at the old Heart of Texas Fair and Rodeo Coliseum before they did all the upgrades.
A long time ago.
That was a pretty hard seat on those on those concrete seats up there.
Oh yeah, those were the days, man. No air conditioning,
no AC. It was all just kind of piped in.
Rough times back then. I remember when I got here, the second time I got to Waco in late '92, and going over to the Coliseum, and they were talking about Mark Miller was the general manager, if I remember right, and talking about all the changes and what was going to take place. Well, then he left, you know. But anyway, the point of the story is you'd walk kind of behind the scenes, and they would have these barrels up there, and I said, what's in those barrels? And that was considered a bomb shelter or whatever from,
that's so military
the Cold War type thing, and it had supplies in it up there. And I wish I had one of those barrels. I wonder if they still have. I have to ask the new GM here in Dustin Sufall. He's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks. We'll see if they got any of those barrels laying around. All right, let's go back and talk about it. What's the biggest change? I was telling Mike that my great aunt, actually I think she was my great aunt, her name was Katie, and she worked in Fort Worth at a little dry clean place, laundry, and eventually bought it from him. And I remember as a kid going to visit, and it was a tough go. And I know you've seen changes to help the workers.
I mean, it's in 23 years, we've seen so much change. Just when we opened in 2002, there were places everywhere where you could pick up and drop off dry cleaning and laundry garments. Fast forward to today, there's not that many of us here in Waco anymore, but when we first opened, the location that we were on, or that we're sitting on with that main facility, didn't really realize the importance of the placement of that location. That gives customers on that end of Valley Mills Drive free flow in and free flow out.
Yeah.
You move closer going back into Waco, when you start crossing Bosque, pretty much all the way to the interstate. I mean, if you have a red light, I mean, you've got, several cars backed up just to waiting for that light to change.
Yeah.
And, down there where we are, it's been really, really key that they can flow in and flow out. But,
also,
with the drive-through there.
I'm sure it's a lot changed. I remember watching, and the ladies in the back hand ironing everything. I mean, you got machines now.
Yes.
It's a lot of automation.
There's a lot of automation. That is something that's really changed with the technology that we have.
Chemicals have changed.
Yes. With whatever we use to clean, it all comes in on a supply truck. We're not buying something around the corner to use. It all comes in on a supply truck.
Yeah.
Couple of 2 or 3 years ago, we had some changes in the back that were made for the better. But kind of like what we were talking about earlier, one of the biggest changes is in our industry, and you and I were talking about this a minute ago, it hadn't been a suit and tie world in a long time.
Long time.
It's more, business casual. I mean, I get away with shorts and a golf shirt every day. And whether it's cold or not, I do try and, stay in uniform. But, the overall garment manufacturing as a whole has really changed.
Yeah.
I mean, the polyester blend type stuff. I mean, just the new technology, the dry wicking.
Here's your question. How many people, other than Alan Nesbitt of Lake Whitney, still puts 50 gallons of starch in their Wranglers?
We do a lot of laundered and starching of jeans and shirts.
Still do, huh?
Still do.
Wow.
There is that generation, and there is the younger generation that believes in being bulletproof with that extra heavy starch.
Bulletproof.
But it's
honestly, I used to do that. I dressed Western. I wore Wranglers and Ropers and, hat and all that for years and years. Started back in about, I'm going to say I started in probably 77 is when I started. And I did it for years and years here in Waco when I lived here. And the older I got, I decided, man, I just want something, like you're saying, shorts and a Tommy Bahama shirt.
That's it. Tommy Bahama used to be popular
flip-flops
several years ago.
Yeah.
But,
So I quit doing the starch thing, but I have friends that still do it to this day.
Oh yeah, I mean we used to. I did that in the beginning when we first bought the store, and that wasn't my thing either. Like we were talking about earlier. I mean, I like all my stuff to be soft and comfortable.
Yeah.
But no, we do a lot of extra heavy starch jeans and shirts.
I think my friend Alan, I think he gets his underwear, his boxer shorts starched. I really believe that.
Well, back in the day, the families back in the day, whenever Saturdays came, that's what they did at the house. They used Stay Flow back in the day.
Oh, Stay Flow, yeah.
And, boxers and up were laundered and starched and ironed.
Wow, that's amazing. Patrick Margiotta is talking about dry cleaning. We're going to talk about some of the other things he gets involved with. They're very involved. I see him at so many different charitable events around Waco, and just talk about Waco in general. Big thanks to Waco Realtors, our sponsor, and Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. We're going to play a classic music video right now, and we'll be right back.
Okay, tonight we got Mr. John Coots on the drums back there. We got Mr. Trimble Kelly on bass. We got Penny Gimbel on mandolin and singing with me. And we got Pat McKee on lead guitar to my right over here. Am I wrong? Thinking that I know what's good for me. Picking fights whenever things get boring. And am I wrong? Can you tell if I have to dry this off forever? If friends are really friends or just fair weather? And can't tell. And can you tell? Baby, so I'll be back behind me, and I'll be climbing while they're still chasing all so they're shining. Time they'll just have to discover that I am not some perfect daughter, and that I am not some perfect daughter. Do you know what it means to doubt the life that's coming? I still find joy in people that we're loving. And how do you know? Well, can it be my father's mind has made me to be smarter? The kindness that I carry is my mother. And can it be? And how can it be? No, come on, baby, so I'll be back behind me, and I'll be climbing while fears will chasing all this old and shining. Time they'll just have to discover that I am not some perfect daughter, and that I am not some perfect daughter. Penny Gimbel. All right, Pat. just have to discover that I am not some perfect daughter. That I am not some perfect daughter. Thank you guys so much.
Hey, there she is, Sammy Brown. She was our guest yesterday. I said a classic music video. That's classic from what, 3 months ago? Something like that. Hey, today is show 55, and I got the Italian stud with me over here. Oh, wait, Italian stallion.
Italian stallion.
Is it a stud or stallion?
Stallion.
Okay. Patrick Margiotta is with me. Dry Clean Super Centers here. 2 locations to serve you on Valley Mills Drive in downtown. But you've ventured off now into shoe and boot repair. And if you wear those starch jeans, you wear boots. I remember I had a pair that was my favorite, and I wore them so much. I had to get them. I didn't want new ones. I want to get those resold, and so this is a great location to do that.
We've actually been offering that service since 2013 at both locations. We work with a group out of Austin. It's their brick and mortars, the Austin Shoe Hospital. We work with their Cobbler's Direct side of their business.
Yeah.
But we've worked with them since 2013. We have people that drop off boots, dress shoes, ladies' heels. We're able to do some purses. Just got to be able to give me the time with it. We do need some lead time with it, but
right.
These guys have been great.
Right.
They've been in business for over 100 years, and they're a family-owned business.
Yeah, yeah.
And we've from day one, 2013, we've been definitely excited to do business with them. And actually, the gentleman that's up next, he's actually done some shoe repair with us. So
let me ask you this question. Are cobblers, do they live in a shoe like the Keebler guys live in a tree? Do they?
Some of them do, yes.
Some cobblers live in a shoe.
But you know, it's kind of a forgotten trade. You know, you have with what we're doing, you know, they're going to continue to grow and add, but you know, for not taking anything away from anybody local, because we do believe in doing business locally. But you know, we feel that we're definitely offering our customers the best of the best.
Right.
And the hardest thing sometimes is to get them to take them off their feet to let us have them. That's the hardest thing.
I didn't want to give them up.
But it's very, very common to have them repaired versus buying new, because you know, you got the whole new break-in deal.
You love them. You get used to them. You break them in. They're your favorite.
Oh, yes.
Man. Hey, so we're talking to Patrick, and I attend over the years. I've been involved in so many events, charitable events around Waco, and it seems like everywhere I go, Patrick and his wife are there. You guys love to support Waco, love to support charities. What are some, think back over the year, what are some of your favorite charities you've supported? I know I've seen you at Cattle Barons Ball.
Cattle Barons, the Heart of Texas Fair and Rodeo. We're 20-year sponsors there.
Oh, yeah.
The Goodfellows, and there's all kind of nonprofits that we work with or donate to. You and I actually kind of met with my Ducks Unlimited we used to do.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
You know, I chaired Ducks Unlimited here locally for 10 years, and we were always on the Zack and Jim show. Very appreciative. But
those were some crazy banquets. The old Ducks Unlimited.
You know, the Waco chapter used to be the second biggest chapter in the state of Texas back in the day, and those events actually used to take place, I believe, on the top floor or one of the upper floors of the Alico building back in the day.
Wow.
So we really had a good time growing that event, but we're so fortunate to be able to donate to anyone's event.
Yeah.
So very, very fortunate.
I remember when I first came to the radio station, we were actually owned by a company called Sage Broadcasting, and our general manager was John Blake. And I remember John was very involved in Ducks Unlimited. He loved duck hunting. And then also Davis Thigpen was a big supporter of ducks. And I just remember all the great events that took place back then. And that is right how we kind of met up about that, Ducks Unlimited. Anyway, Patrick Margiotta is my guest today, and we're talking dry cleaning. We're talking shoe repair. We're talking involvement in events. We're going to talk a little bit about the changing of the guard, I guess you would say, of the city of Waco, and especially downtown, how crazy it is, and how he ended up with a location downtown. We'll do that. We're going to take a short break. Remember, Waco Realtors, our friends, the Eastland Group, are the ones that sponsored the show, the main sponsor. And if you're looking to buy or sell real estate, we've got a lot of neat homes right now. If you're looking for land, you wear those starch jeans and boots, and you need 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 acres of land, we've got it for you. Just give us a call at the Eastland Group, Waco Realtors, and we will help you buy or sell or both. We're at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill Live. We'll be back right after this.
Are you ready to take control of your health? At 4U Health, we believe wellness and lab testing should be accessible, inclusive, and yes, fun. With our tech-powered at-home lab test, you save time and money while feeling your best. Say goodbye to long waits and office visits. Check your health on your own terms with 4U Health. Visit 4uhealth.com today and free yourself from traditional medicine. That's the number 4uhealth.com. Get ready for epic savings at Best Buy. Right now, you can save up to $700 on select Alienware and Dell gaming products. Perfect for leveling up your gaming experience. Plus, grab the latest Android Google Pixel at an unbeatable price. Don't miss these incredible deals. Shop now at bestbuy.com and upgrade your tech today. At Fullwell, we bring together the expertise of registered dietitians, MDs, and OBGYNs to give you the best fertility support. Our research-backed bioavailable formulas are crafted with your health in mind, ensuring the highest quality and safety. From preconception to pregnancy and beyond, we exceed industry standards with independent testing for harmful contaminants. With our comprehensive practitioner directory, personalized care is always within reach. Fullwell, your trusted partner on your fertility journey. Visit us at fullwellfertility.com. Experience the perfect blend of exquisite craftsmanship and life-changing technology with Gevi. Every product is built with precision, featuring specialized parts that ensure durability, efficiency, and safety. We put every machine through 6,000 rigorous tests to guarantee long-lasting performance. With cutting-edge technology and a commitment to energy efficiency, Gevi makes your life easier, greener, and more convenient. Upgrade your everyday with Gevi. Visit us at gevi.com to discover more. That's gevi.com.
Have you ever watched true crime television and wondered, how did they get that story?
I can show you. I was a producer for 48 Hours on CBS News.
In my exclusive tell-all book, I'll take you where no audience has ever gone before. Don't miss out. Secure your copy of Killer Story, The Truth Behind True Crime Television today. Available everywhere books are sold.
With San, owning iconic furniture no longer requires paying a premium. We use the finest materials like Italian top-grain leather, known for its durability and luxurious feel, and apply meticulous attention to detail in every piece we create. Our replicas are crafted with the same care and precision as the originals, but at a price that makes them accessible. With over 15,000 satisfied customers worldwide, we've proven that high-quality furniture doesn't have to come with a high price tag. Explore our collection today at san.com.
At Covers & All, we've revolutionized protective solutions with cutting-edge, customizable covers, tarps, and curtains. Using advanced tech fabrics that are 100% waterproof, UV tear, and abrasion-resistant, we ensure lasting durability with hand-sewn double-stitch seams. Our commitment to quality, precision engineering, and customizable options is unmatched. With vertically integrated operations and express shipping, we deliver premier protection at affordable prices. Visit coversandall.com today for the perfect fit, guaranteed to last.
We haven't been looking for you.
Hellhound Country, available anywhere you get your podcasts. Protect your online privacy with NordVPN. Browse securely, access content from anywhere, and keep your data safe with military-grade encryption. Whether at home or on the go, NordVPN ensures your digital freedom. Stay secure. Download NordVPN today at nordvpn.com. That's NORDVPN.com.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
Back live at the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill. All the time I talk over to Mike. I'll turn my head and I'll go, Mike. Mike runs the control, but we've got a new control. This is almost as high class as NASA, or maybe
SETI?
Yeah.
Where they're looking for the aliens?
Yeah. This is a lot like it, the big giant dish on the roof and everything. But now we have Zach over here, and so Mike is over here, but Mike's leaving. So
I'm leaving. First time.
Yeah.
54 shows.
But you'll be back.
I will.
Okay, you'll be back. So give it up for Mike. There
Mike,
goes
nice meeting you,
Bye,
sir.
Mike. See you later. Mike has other interests. He runs a worm farm right outside of town and a goldfish barn, drive-through goldfish barn, if you ever want to do that, and chainsaw. Everybody does chainsaw sharpening these days. Hey, Patrick Margiotta is with me right now, and I got to bring something up that I mentioned a little earlier, and I think it's all. Remember the days when they came out with 1 hour martinizing? What was martinizing?
It was a right into the machine with probably a very short cycle.
Yeah.
And out.
Yeah.
We talk about that all the time, and we still get calls today.
Really?
Do we offer 1 hour martinizing?
Was it a particular chemical or something? Maybe they outlawed it eventually, and that's why you don't hear about it.
It was more so get the garment
Quick.
in, get it into the machine, shorter cycles, and out. With what we do, a lot of the programming is, anywhere from 45 minutes to an hour as far as the cleaning. Some
Right.
of the things we'll do, double baths.
Yeah.
But to me, that's that's not cleaning the way it should be done.
Sure. But if you get it in, what's the cutoff? If you get it in before, then you can pick it up at a certain.
So the main facility, that's where all the magic happens. That's where the cleaning and pressing takes place. So that location, 6:30 to 7 Monday through Friday, and at that location Monday through Friday, in before 9, out after 5 gives you same day service.
That's great.
And even on Friday after 9, you can still pick those clothes up on Saturdays between 12 and 2. Now on Saturdays we kind of made a change. We're only open on Saturdays from 8 to 2, and then and that's only for drop off and pick up only. But
Right.
the location downtown, we do next day service there Monday through
Sure.
Thursday, and then whatever comes in on Friday there doesn't return until Monday. But with that location, at least customers can come in after hours and over the weekend and still do business with us at the downtown store.
Here's the deal. He's a busy man. Patrick has to have time to do his nails and also put soft hand lotion on his hands, because that barrel and that washboard, him washing all day, wears him out. That's
ruined
what they
my
do.
nails.
It's ruined your nails, I'm just saying. Anyway, let's talk about downtown Waco and the changes. I remember when I was here, the first time I lived in Waco was around 83, 84 maybe, probably 83. And downtown Waco at that time was tumbleweeds and every other building empty. Nobody went downtown. I came back in late 92, and I give all the credit, and I'll continue to give all the credit to my friend Randy Roberts and their vision of taking that old warehouse and making it into a great restaurants downtown. That brought people back downtown. And of course now it continues with the silos and so forth. But did you ever think that it would be what it is today?
I did not. And kind of how I got into downtown was Cody and Shane Turner.
Mm-hmm.
That's how Patrick's Dry Cleaners got into downtown. The building that we're in is on 7th Street in between Washington and Austin Avenue. And we opened up there in late 12, early 13, we opened at that location, and we've been there ever since. Drive-through, now we have the kiosks for people, but, so much has changed. I used to could be able to kind of keep up with it, but I can't keep up with it anymore. You had mentioned, Randy Roberts and what their vision was with that River Square Center. Another one of the early downtown pioneers that definitely has the longevity down here is Jennifer Wilson with Spice.
Oh, yeah.
Jennifer came in a long time ago with that vision, and she's rode the up and downs, there, and but it's vision or visionaries like that will bring or add things to an area. But we are very fortunate to be where we are. I mean, we're 2 blocks from the courthouse square, and I feel we have, basically the sweetest spot ever for what we offer.
Yeah, and you talk about, think about this place, Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. It was sitting here vacant for so long on this part. Right down here, there was nothing going on. And they had the vision, the 4 guys had the vision to do this place, and it has grown every year, expanded every year. And we're so excited to be part of the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill. Hopefully, maybe Chris or Brian or somebody's kind of roaming around. We'll get a concert update about what's going on this weekend.
Do you think they're up this early?
You know what? Sometimes they are. Sometimes they are. I have found this out about those 4 guys. They're getting older.
They are.
And they're going to bed a lot earlier than they used to.
Yeah.
So we'll try to get hold of Chris here in just a little bit, get an update on what's happening. We can't let Patrick get away without a bad joke of the day. He's looked over the list, and he has selected what he thinks is the best bad joke of the day. Take it away.
Why are skeletons so calm?
Why?
Because nothing gets under their skin.
Do the other one. I like that other one too. About, was it the astronauts or something, or what was it you said earlier?
What's an astronaut's favorite part of the computer?
What part?
The space bar.
The space bar. Get it, folks? Patrick Margiotta, my guest today from Dry Clean Super Center, 2 locations, Valley Mills Drive and downtown, doing shoe and boot repair as well. And I know I don't know if you would have bring this up or not, but you're a little bit involved in the ATM type stuff.
Yes, I'm a partner with Guardian Payment Services here in the downtown Waco area. We're actually, for what we do with that, we offer full points of sale, credit card processing. We have ATM capability, but very excited to be a part of that group. We had a ribbon cutting with the chamber not too long ago. So we're on Austin Avenue, and we're one of the, to my knowledge, we're one of the first actually brick and mortar locations where you can go in and actually go hands-on with some of these various points of sale, credit card processing. We do live demos. We can set up live demos. We also can.
And that's the cool thing about it is you can choose who you want to use. You can choose the level, the device, whatever. You don't have to be stuck in with somebody, like you said, that's working out of the trunk of their car.
Correct. We are brick and mortar. We're boots on the ground. We have live tech support here locally. We have an office space.
Yeah.
We're at 502 Austin Avenue, a couple of doors down from Dichotomy Coffee there. So we have a brick and mortar. Live demo. If you feel we can provide you a better rate. We can do full analysis on what you have or what you've been being charged, and we can break all that down for you.
Yeah.
There's a lot that's changed in that industry.
Oh, yeah. I remember in the industry when you started, you had to take that carbon paper and put it there and pull the handle down on your credit card. That's how old I am. And even some places didn't have the handle, and they'd get a pen and they would scratch over the carbon copy.
Yes. And it's
Crazy days.
The technology, kind of like the kiosk with you now have the ability to tap and go. You have the ability to send an e-invoice or a payment link.
Yep.
And, so much has changed.
So much. Patrick Margiotta, the guy, we call him Mr. Tech, is what we've changed his name. We call him so many things. The Italian stallion, Mr. Tech, right here. Patrick, thank you so much for being a friend all these years. And I know Jim loved you as well. And thank you for taking the time to come in on the show.
You know, what an honor to be here with you today, Zach. Like I said, this kind of all started with us and Jim, all with Ducks Unlimited, in 2002. That was, I took over the reins of that for 10 years. And, but, you guys have always been rock stars. Or country stars.
Well,
but
rock country.
It's so very fortunate to be here today. But I would like to give a shout out to, my wife. With all of this, none of this would be possible without her.
Sure.
And then the team that we have at the two different locations, those people show up every day. And we're just so very fortunate to be where we are today. And thank you very much for letting me go live with you today, sir.
Oh, absolutely.
Great
and just
time.
remember, whatever you said this morning will live on the internet as a podcast forever. So hopefully you said the right thing.
I think I did.
Patrick Margiotta. Hey, we got Stan Wilfong up on stage here at the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. Stan, how you doing, buddy? I'm doing fantastic, too. I just wish I had hair like you and Patrick. You guys. Stan, give us a little background. You're over at Baylor, right?
Yeah, I am actually in charge of the Nutrition Sciences program over at Baylor. And, small little program. We have about 80 students, 90 majors, lots of minors, and lots of folks are taking the basic nutrition stuff.
Right.
So, I've been a dietitian since 1992, practicing healthcare for over 20 years before I decided I think I want to share what I know.
Right.
And life experience and all that good stuff with my students.
Well, if you can tell, Stan has a guitar with him, and he's going to play some music. And I personally have not met Stan, I don't believe, over the years. But I'm going to tell you this, and I'm not saying it just because you're here, but I asked somebody the other day about your music. I said, hey, we're going to have this guy named Stan Wilfong. I said, oh, he's great. Said he can do all genres, any kind of song. And so I'm excited to have you here. And Stan's going to start it off with a song.
All right. Legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Kitchagoo. It never gives up the dead when the skies in November turn blurry. The load of iron ore 26,000 tons more than the Edmund Fitzgerald weight of tea. Good ship and crew was upon to meet you when the gales of the pride of the American side, coming back from somewhere in Wisconsin.
when the waves turn the minutes to hours. Searchers all say they'd have made Whitefish Bay. They put 15 more miles behind her. They might have split up or they might have capsized. They may have broke deep and took water. And all that remains is the faces and the names of the wives and the sons and the daughters. Lake Huron rose and Siberia sings in the rooms of their ice water mansions. Michigan steams like a young man's dreams. The islands and bays are for sportsmen. Further below Lake Ontario, it takes inward Lake Erie can center. Nine boats go as the mariners all know, with the gales of November remember. Musty old hall in Detroit they pray at the Maritime Sailors Cathedral. Church bell chime till it rang 29 times for each man on the Edmund Fitzgerald. Legend lives on from the Chippewa down of the big lake they call Gitchagoonie. Superior, they say, never gives up her dead when the gales of November come early.
Hey, thank you so much.
Oh, man, I got to tell you, Gordon Lightfoot, we were just talking before we went on it, and I mentioned this the other day that back in the 80s when I was working in radio in Abilene, that was called our bathroom song because it was, how long is that song?
It's about 6.5 minutes.
Yeah. So we'd go, okay, we need to go to the restroom. Let's plug in Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. But, yeah, they were all great songs.
Yeah, he was so prolific, and we lost him a little more than a year ago.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's one of my favorite artists to cover.
Oh, great. Hey, Stan, I don't know if you know this or not, but my friend John Schultz down in the Killeen area, he's retired military. He says, tell Stan great Gordon Lightfoot song, so he's listening. Also, he gives us a joke this morning.
All right.
How many doors does a chicken coop have?
It must be 2.
It's 2 because if it had 4, it would be called a chicken sedan.
Yeah.
Crazy. Well, tell us about your music. How did you get interested, and who are some of the people you like to listen to?
Oh, that's changed so much over the years. I got interested in music. My sister played a little piano, tried that, gave it up after about 6 months. Tried violin, gave that up after a while. So she was older.
Yeah.
So, come along 6th grade, and you have to decide if you're going to do orchestra or band or choir.
Right.
And I'm like, well, my sister didn't do well with musical instruments, so I probably won't either. So I guess I'll just jump into choir. And I'm walking down the hall one day, and the orchestra teacher comes by, and I'm about 6'3" and taller than everybody in the class, and I've got pretty large hands. And she says, "You got really big hands. You ever thought about playing upright bass?" And I'm like, "Well, no."
Oh, wow.
So he said, "Well, would you like to?" Well, let me ask Mom and Dad. I didn't think they'd let me because I know how expensive violins were, and you quintuple that
Sure.
to get a double bass. And no, they said, that's fine. If you want to, fine. And I just kind of took naturally to it. So I started off playing bass, just about like everybody else. I'm like, well, bass is kind of fun, but the guitarists are getting all the fun.
That's right.
So let me get a guitar. And I had a friend who was taking lessons, and he showed me a few things and learned how to play Stairway to Heaven like everybody in the world does, right? And that's all that I played for probably 15 years. And then I got involved with church youth. And
Right.
Started, that was when Third Day was coming out, and some really great Chris Tomlin stuff, which now I guess is like old. But the internet was blossoming, and you could get all the chord charts, and so I started there and really didn't sing. In fact, when I was in high school, I was in a very short-lived band. And I tried to sing a song and basically got shouted down. Not live or anything, but the guys were like, no, you can't sing. You just play the bass.
Do you remember the name of the band?
Oh, it was nobody. I don't even know we got a name. We were just like, hey, we're going to go out and play some songs. And I don't think we never had a gig. But they left and moved and all that stuff. But I couldn't sing. I really couldn't. And true story, through working with youth, and there was a girl that sang. They didn't have a guy that sang that was willing to. And I said, well, I'll try. I'm not a good singer, but I'll try. And I prayed to God to give me a voice that I could use. And he did. I actually lead worship at my church down in Lorena, Journey Lorena, as well every Sunday. So
wow,
it's gotten better over the years. And,
right.
I didn't start doing this solo till about a year and a half ago. I'd been in another kind of duet and small little band with a friend of mine who played sax, and that's kind of how I got started.
You're just like an old violin. You get better with age, right?
I'll take that as a compliment. Yeah.
Hey, I'm going to throw some country music history at you.
All right.
You may recognize some of these names, but we're going to go back to 1977. The number one song on the country music charts in 1977 was called Southern Nights by the great Glenn Campbell.
Yes, I remember that one.
Do you do any of the Glenn Campbell songs like Wichita Lineman? Or
I have thought about adding them to my repertoire, and since I'm full-time at Baylor, I have this as a side gig, and I've got about around 300 songs that I do.
Wow.
But not a whole lot of country. Most of the country that I have, I've got a little bit of Johnny Cash.
Yeah.
I've got some Willie Nelson, some Waylon Jennings, that type of stuff. But I've been honestly, some of these folks, you hold in such high esteem, I feel like I'm going to do a disservice if I try to go one of their songs. But I remember Southern Nights.
He was one of the, not the first, because there were so many. A lot of people don't realize that Buck Owens, before he was Buck Owens, he went by the name Corky something, and he did rockabilly. So many country artists kind of started in rockabilly back in those days, But Glenn Campbell was one of those that crossed over to the pop charts a lot back then.
He was a solid studio musician and backed up everybody, and was such a
incredible musician, actor, the whole 9 yards. All right, let's jump ahead to 1981. Angel Flying Too Close to the Ground by Willie Nelson was number one. In 1993, Billy Ray Cyrus was at number one on the country album chart. His debut album, Some Gave All. Of course, Achy Breaky Heart was the song that he'll always be remembered for. That was in 93. 2005, Rascal Flatts released Fast Cars and Freedom, which became their fourth number one single on the country music charts, 2005. And, Rascal Flatts broke up. They stopped touring, and then this year or end of last year, they said, hey, we're coming back. We're going to do some tour dates. I always like to, I don't know if this is true or not, but usually it's like, okay, the house payment's due. Well, let's do some concerts, And anyway, Stan Wilfong is my guest today here at the Backyard Bar, Stage and Grill, brought to you by Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, and also Be Kind Coffee. We'll get another song from Stan right after we take a short break. We'll be right back.
Experience the future of secure private cloud storage with Internix. Protect your files with end-to-end encryption, ensuring your data stays private and accessible only to you. Enjoy seamless, fast storage without compromising security. Visit Internix.com today and take control of your digital life. That's INTERNXT.com today.
The TV blares, but no one cares. They be in the heart of Texas. Here we go.
Life is a Song at Instagram, roguemedianetwork.com, or anywhere you get your podcasts.
Elevate your experience with Grenco Science, the leaders in cutting-edge vaporizers. Whether you're at home or on the go, our sleek, powerful devices deliver smooth, consistent hits every time. Quality you can trust, innovation you can feel. Grenco Science, take your vapor game to the next level. Visit us at GrencoScience.com.
Hey y'all, I'm April.
And I'm Caroline.
And this is your Bloody Happy Hour. Caroline, are you ready for this?
This is your newest guilty pleasure.
It's the bloodiest part of your week.
Did we say something about it also being happy hour?
Show did.
Because we about to be sipping on some murder. Bloody happy hour.
At Terrapin Ridge Farms, they believe in the joy of effortless entertaining. Inspired by CEO Mary O'Donnell's mom and her legendary holiday parties, they've crafted a line of gourmet foods that turn any meal into a celebration. From savory jams to mustards, aiolis, and more, their products are made with love, bringing unforgettable flavors to your table. Whether it's a casual get-together or a special occasion, they make it easy to impress. Terrapin Ridge Farms, where great food and great memories come together. Visit them at terrapinridge.com. Terrapin Ridge.
Justice Pending,
a weekly true crime podcast where we discuss tantalizing crimes with more questions than answers.
Thanks for joining us.
Cleanse your body of accumulated toxins and embark on your wellness journey at your own pace. At Global Healing, we provide premium supplements to help your body heal naturally. Combine that with OrganicHemp.com's top quality CBD for ultimate balance. Start your healing journey today at GlobalHealing.com and OrganicHemp.com.
It all began with a simple idea, cutting handles off old ski sticks to create better pull-up bars. This sparked the creation of the revolutionary Engels 90 handles. After testing over 70 prototypes with 300 athletes, our patented handles were launched in 2018. We continue to push the boundaries of strength training. Join us in making your training more natural and effective. Visit Engels90.com to learn more and revolutionize your workout.
It's the Pete Souza Show. Sports, Pete.
Visit roguemediamusic.com for more music.
GIF, toes go in first. That's what we've always been told. Anyway, it is Friday. Supposed to be a pretty nice day, 74, 75, sunshine, but again, another windy day today. Be careful out there. No burning and all that kind of stuff. Stan Wilfong is my guest today here. And Stan, are you a barbecue aficionado? Do you love it?
I do love barbecue. I don't know if I'm an aficionado or not. I like just about everybody's barbecue. I've had some really, really bad barbecue though up in Colorado, believe it or not.
Yeah.
It's basically roast beef with barbecue sauce on it. There was no smoke. That's not barbecue, but great barbecue here in Texas. Yeah, I love it.
We have so many great. So I do this. Today is show 55. Several weeks ago, I did Restaurant Week, where I picked area restaurants. Then I did Bar Week, and I picked little hole-in-the-wall bars to be on. Well, next week is Barbecue Week here on the show. A different barbecue restaurant every morning, Monday through Friday. I'll kind of give you the lineup who I've got here, and maybe one of these could be your favorite. On Monday, Philip Hellberg from Hellberg's. They got the new location out there. The new restaurant just finished up. Philip will be on Monday. I got T.C. Brown from VTEX. He's going to be here on Tuesday. On Wednesday, Chad Hill from Bare Bones Barbecue in Gatesville. And then Blake Demarias right over the river here. And then on Friday, Gene Perkins. He's kind of head pit master at Terry Black's barbecue. So make sure you listen. You might catch a tip.
I will absolutely do that. I've been to 4 of the 5 of those that you mentioned. I've been to the one in Gatesville, but I've had a great experience at every one of those.
I grew up around barbecue. My dad ran 2 of the old Underwoods barbecue restaurants in Fort Worth forever. So I grew up in that, and it was a different barbecue. Granted, Underwoods is not like these restaurants where they smoke it and do it all right there. But I learned a lot about barbecue, and then Jim, my radio partner Jim, had a huge pit trailer, and he pulled it and cooked in competition. So I learned a lot about barbecue, and so going to the local restaurants around here, I've learned we got some pretty good barbecue.
Yeah, we do.
Really good.
There's been some good food trucks in the past too.
Oh, yeah.
COVID killed a lot of that, but just some fantastic folks who know what they're doing around the pit.
What's your favorite meat? If you're going to order just one meat, what would you get?
It's going to be lean brisket.
Yeah.
That's my favorite.
See, ribs, pork ribs are my first.
Yep.
Then I would have to go with brisket and then sausage. Those are my 3 go-to right there.
Yeah, my favorite thing is to get a combo platter wherever I go and get all 3.
Yep. And then my sides, I have to have potato salad, slaw, and beans.
I'm the same.
Got to have that.
Yep.
You know, so, well, we're on the same track. I like that. I'm hoping these guys bring samples next week.
It'd be nice. I'll be swinging by.
Yeah, when they come in. Hey, normally after our show, we got Pete Sousa, and usually about 9:40, 9:45, we'll do a little check-in and get a sports update. But today, they're off. All those guys are crazy busy, and the Sweet 16's going on. Do you do Sweet 16 the whole?
I don't pay. Everybody in the world loves NCAA, March Madness, and everything, and I just haven't been able to get into it. I love watching football. I'm a big, huge hockey fan.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I love hockey. But
I don't know if you heard this or not, but because of President Trump's taxing, the Canadians have now recalled all hockey back to their country. We're not allowed to play hockey in the United States.
I haven't heard that.
They'll put a tariff on it.
That's a shame.
Well, that's cool that you like hockey. So do you keep up with the Dallas team?
Yeah, most with football, I'm team, specific. So the Cowboys, who I've been disappointed in, and now it's kind of like a win-win. If they lose, Jerry Jones is upset, and that kind of makes me happy.
Yeah.
But I'm sad that the team wins because my 7-year-old self with Tony Dorsett and Roger Staubach and all that is this and that. But with hockey, I really enjoy the players. So how can you possibly be an Avalanche fan and a Red Wings fan? I love the Red Wings. I love the Avs. I love the Stars.
Yeah.
Those are my big 3.
Yeah. Well, that's great. That's good. So normally we check in with sports a little bit later on. Who is it, and you're going to have to help me, Zach, the bracket, everybody says everybody's bracket was busted. Who just won that wasn't supposed to win right out of the box?
Oh, it was...
I know Kansas lost.
Yeah, Kansas lost, but no, somebody beat Quincy.
Was it
McNeese
McNeese?
State.
Isn't that in Texas? McNeese? Is it Louisiana? Okay, Zach's going to look it up. But yeah, McNeese is kind of blew everybody out of the box. Lake Charles, Louisiana. And they were happy. I think the coach ran up in the stands and was high-fiving everybody. That's an amazing feeling right there. And you being over at Baylor, I know you've seen so many great years with the men's basketball, the women's, all that, the year of football and RG3 and all that, the new stadium.
Right.
Wow. Stan Wilfong is my musical guest today, and he's going to play another song for us right now.
All right. Riding on the city of New Orleans, on Central Monday morning rail. 15 cars, 15 restless riders, 3 conductors and 25 sacks of mail. All along the southbound Odyssey, the train pulls out of
king could keep. It rolls along past houses, farms, and fields, passing trains that have no name, freight yachts full of old black men, and the graveyards of the rusted automobiles. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I am the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Dealing card games with the old men in the club car. It's penny a point, ain't no one keeping score. Pass the paper bag that holds the bottle. Yeah, feel the wheels rumbling beneath the floor. And the sons of Pullman porters and the sons of engineers, they ride their fathers' magic carpets made of steel. And mothers with the babes asleep, rocking to the gentle beat, and the rhythm of the rails is all that they feel. Good morning, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I am the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. Well, it's nighttime on the city of New Orleans. Yeah, we're changing cars in Memphis, Tennessee. Halfway home, but we'll be there by morning. Through the Mississippi darkness, rolling down to the sea. Ah, but all the towns and people seem to fade into a bad dream, and the steel rail still ain't heard the news. The conductor sings the songs again. The passengers will please refrain. This train's got the disappearing railroad blues. Good night, America, how are you? Say, don't you know me? I'm your native son. I am the train they call the city of New Orleans. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done. I'll be gone 500 miles when the day is done.
Woo! Thinking of myself some Arlo Guthrie.
I know it. I like
Way
that.
back when. Yeah.
You are. It's interesting because I just talked about this the other day. The number one voted recently by all the polls and so much criteria, the number one most dangerous city in America. Number 10, Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Houston is the only one that made the top 10, only Texas town. Number one, you mentioned it in the song.
I mean,
Memphis,
Tennessee,
is now the deadliest, dangerous city.
I've got a conference I've got to be at next week in Memphis.
No.
And you know how you drive down 35 and you'll see billboards that say, real men are fathers or real men stay,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
stuff. Not kidding. In Memphis, there are billboards that say real men don't murder. True story.
Oh
Yes.
my God.
It's a dangerous place to be.
Jim and I got to go to Memphis several times to go and visit St. Jude Hospital, who we supported over the years. But we never really ventured out. The only time we ventured away from immediately where the Peabody Hotel is at St. Jude, we did make a trip out to Graceland one time. But other than that, they told us don't venture out.
We went to, my wife and I went there last spring break, and we went down to Beale Street.
Yeah.
But it's about 9 a.m., 10 a.m., so there wasn't much open. But we say we went to Beale Street. But yeah, I'd be a little leery about being down there in the evening.
Oh yeah, it's a fun time. We've been, like I said, 3 or 4 times at night, and the Dueling Piano Bar, and the Great Southern Cookie. You know what they call in the meat and 3. You know, you get a meat and 3. That's what they call it. But anyway, a great place when you stay at the Peabody with the ducks. Yeah. It's really cool. Stan Wilfong is the guest this morning, and I'm going to put Stan on the spot. Here we go. This is going to show the musician in him, because a while ago I said I love James Taylor, and you said you do James Taylor.
I do.
Can you do a James Taylor right now?
Happy to.
All right, I love it.
In my mind, I've gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moon shining? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? And I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Karen, she's a silver sun. You best walk away and watch it shining. Watch her watch the morning come. Silver tear appearing, now I'm crying. And I've gone to Carolina in my mind. There ain't no doubt in no one's mind that love's the finest thing around. Whisper something soft and kind. And hey babe, the sky's on fire, I'm dying, ain't I? I've gone to Carolina in my mind. In my mind, I've gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moon shining? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? And I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Dark and silent late last night, I think I might have heard the highway calling. Geese in flight and dogs that bite. Signs that might be omens saying I'm going to Carolina in my mind. A host of all the others standing around me. Still I'm on the dark side of the moon, and it seems like it goes on this way forever. You must forgive me if I'm up and gone to Carolina in my mind. Well, in my mind, I've gone to Carolina. Can't you see the sunshine? Can't you just feel the moon shining? Ain't it just like a friend of mine to hit me from behind? And I've gone to Carolina in my mind. I've gone to Carolina in my mind. Gone to Carolina in my mind.
Yeah. You know, my senior song, I don't know if they still do senior songs, but in 1974 was You've Got a Friend.
Yeah.
That song. A great, great singer. In fact, it was a crazy deal. I think Carole King had You Got a Friend first, and then later James Taylor recorded it and had a number one with it. So that was kind of strange. But anyway, hey, birthdays. When's your birthday, Stan?
30th of May.
Well, here's some folks that have a birthday today. You may recognize some of these names. Timothy Dalton was born in 1946. Eddie Money was born in 1949. Robert Shotgun Johnson of KC and the Sunshine Band was born in 1953. Gary Oldman, one of my favorite actors.
Yeah,
he's in a series now. It's between seasons. It's called Slow Horses, and it's a British, like CIA, MI5, whatever. If you get a chance, if you like Gary Oldman, this is a great series. He was born in 58. Brad Hall of Saturday Night Live was born in 58. Robert, is it Sweat or Sweet? He's the drummer for Stryper, the band Stryper.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway, okay, sorry. Matthew Broderick, great guy, 1962. And Rosie O'Donnell was born in 1962. We got some local birthdays. A friend of mine, been a friend of mine for many, many years, celebrating 57 today. Happy birthday to Christy Kalachick from up at Westway. Has the West Swimming Pool. Amy Elizabeth is celebrating 35th birthday. Lauren, I believe it's Carl, 35. Amy Jenkins turning 40. Carissa Cervenka is 74 years old. Lana, this is a tough one. Calamy is 64. Angie Job having a birthday today. Charlie Ferrer is celebrating his 54th. Stephen Hicks turning 36. My longtime radio partner, Jim Cody's daughter, Riley Kodik, turning 21 years old. Oh, my God, I remember when she was born. Mike Stanford having a birthday today, and that's about it. So happy birthday. Have a great day. And when Stan's birthday rolls around, we'll celebrate it on the radio, too, here on the TV and on the podcast. Got to come back and have more music with Stan Wilfong right here live from the Backyard Bar, Stage, and Grill, all brought to you by Wycott Realtors, the Eastland Group. We'll be right back.
Dive into adventure with Scuba.com, your ultimate destination for top-tier scuba and snorkeling gear. With over 20 years of experience, our expert staff, who've dived everywhere from the Galapagos to the Maldives, provides personalized advice to help you find the perfect gear for any underwater journey. Shop leading brands like GoPro, Aqualung, and Scuba Pro. Whether you're a beginner or a pro, trust Scuba.com for the best in diving equipment and expert guidance. Explore now at Scuba.com. That's SCUBA.com. Scuba.com. BizChair.com. Your one-stop shop for premium commercial furniture that blends quality with affordability. From ergonomic office chairs to durable restaurant seating, we cater to diverse industries including corporate, medical, hospitality, and education. With over 20 years of experience, we offer fast shipping, exceptional customer support, and furniture solutions that stand up to high-traffic environment. Elevate your space with BizChair's vast selection of stylish, reliable, and cost-effective furniture. Visit us today at BizChair.com to transform your business. Level up your game with Corsair, the global leader in high-performance gear for gamers, content creators, and PC enthusiasts. From award-winning PC components to premium streaming equipment, smart lighting, and esports coaching services, Corsair delivers an ecosystem designed for peak performance. Whether you're a casual gamer or a pro, alleviate your setup with Corsair. Shop now at Corsair.com. That's Corsair.com. Corsair. At Mitzi, we believe the right light can transform any space. Born from a third-generation lighting family, we craft beautifully designed, premium lighting that's made to be affordable. Inspired by Grandma Mitzi's eclectic style, we're on a mission to make high-quality lighting accessible to all. Whether you're updating your space or adding a unique fixture, Mitzi has the perfect design for you. Beautiful, well-made lighting without the high price tag. Discover your perfect light at Mitzi.com. That's MITZI.com. Mitzi. Founded in 1910, Samsonite is the world leader in durable, high-quality luggage and travel accessories. Made to the highest standards, our products won't let you down. We give you the confidence to get out there and explore. Inspired by the past, devoted to the present, and built to inspire a multi-generational future, Samsonite is here to elevate your journey. Travel with Samsonite and pack confidence every step of the way. Shop now at shop.samsonite.com. The grinder mentality that Randy and Brent Habert built into 44 Pro runs deep within our team. Every member shares a passion for the craft, the game, and most importantly, the player. When you step onto the field with a 44 Pro custom glove, you'll feel the difference. It's not just a glove, it's a 44 Pro. Crafted with dedication, made for performance, and built to last. Get your custom glove today at 44pro.com and experience the 44 Pro difference. That's 44pro.com, 44 Pro. Golf Partner, the world's largest golf store network, offers more purchasing opportunities than anywhere else. With a dominant market share and a wider selection of quality secondhand golf clubs than our competitors, we make it easy for you to enjoy the game with affordable, top-quality equipment. Join us at golfpartnerusa.com and discover why we're the trusted choice for golf lovers worldwide. That's GOLFPARTNERUSA.com. Golf Partner.
Since 2003, Bluehost has been empowering people to harness their brands online with innovative web hosting solutions. Trusted by over 2 million users, we're the longest-running WordPress.org recommended host. With Bluehost, you get a safer, better web experience, supported by the world's most popular site builder, and backed by our commitment to open-source projects. Visit Bluehost.com today and take your website to the next level.
Visit robemediamusic.com for more music.
Zack Owen Show live from the Backyard Bar Stage and Grill. It's Friday. Woohoo! It is going to be a nice day. Should be around 74, 75. Sunshine, but windy again today. We're down here at the Backyard, which is on 8th Street. And I'm sure they got a great lineup. I'm going to try to get a hold of Chris or Brian and find out who's here playing tonight and tomorrow night and over the weekend. I know they do karaoke now on Sunday evenings, so you got to stop by. They've got a brand new setup where they project the words and the pictures and who's singing in the crowd all up on the big screen. It's a lot of fun. Anyway, Stan Wilfong is with me. I mentioned all the barbecue guys that are going to be on next week, but I got to give you a heads up of our musicians for next week, Monday through Friday. On Monday, it's Colton Hawkins. On Tuesday, Bill Rendeck. On Wednesday, Jesse Jennings. On Thursday, Jackson Ray. And on Friday of next week, Gabe Choate will be on playing music. And I've said this so many times, Stan, I'm going to say it again. I am so fortunate, and we are so fortunate, to have so many great talented musicians. We've done 55 shows, and if you count next week who I read off, that's 60 shows, and we've only repeated a singer twice.
That's amazing. There is so much talent in Waco and in Central Texas in general, so yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Lounge 93, you were out there last night.
I played out there last night. I play at Segovia Wine Bar every Wednesday night.
Oh, you do?
I do, yeah. So they actually have, it's okay, I give them a little plug. They have Wine Wednesdays, and open bottles are half price on Wednesday nights. So you can come out and hear some reminiscing type music and get some fantastic wines. They specialize in Portuguese and Spanish wines. But
so that's every Wednesday. What time?
6 to 8.
Okay.
And I also play out, I love the Grape. I play out there at least once a month, and there's some of my favorite folks too. Fantastic, amazing food out there, and a great wine selection too.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, that's great, man. I'm excited about that. Let's do another song. Keep it rolling.
Here's another one by Jim Croce.
Operator, could you help me place this car? See the number on the matchbook, old and faded. She's living in LA with my best old ex-friend Ray. Yeah, she said she knew well and sometimes hated. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show. Overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could convince myself that it just wasn't real. 'cause I can't read the number that you just gave me. There's something in my eyes, you know it happens every time. Think about the love that I thought would save me. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Well, let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell them I'm fine and to show. Overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could convince myself that it just wasn't real. But that's not the way it feels. No, no, not the way it feels. Operator, let's forget about this call. No one there I really wanted to talk to. Thank you for your time. You've been so much more than kind. You can keep the dime. Isn't that the way they say it goes? Let's forget all that. Give me the number if you can find it, so I can call just to tell her I'm fine and to show. Overcome the blow, I've learned to take it well. I only wish my words could convince myself that it just wasn't real. That's not the way it feels.
Thanks.
You know, we were talking just yesterday, maybe or before, we were talking about with Sammy about, I just went blank just for a minute. Oh, Janis Joplin, and how she died way too soon.
Yeah.
Jim Croce is another guy. He was 30 years old when he died.
Yeah, he wrote so many great things. He was so prolific, and that in his first 30 years. I mean, imagine what it would have been like.
Oh, yeah.
You say the same, Buddy Holly and Richie Valens and
Exactly.
all those folks, yeah.
All those people that they left us way too soon. But there's so many songs, because you just don't hear a lot of Jim Croce anymore. But, what do you hear? Bad Leroy Brown. Everybody knows that song.
Right.
But things like that and other ones that were huge hits or top tens that we forget. But another great one, Jim Croce. God, James Taylor, Jim Croce. I tell you some other ones that I liked back in the day, because I'm an older guy. Simon and Garfunkel, great tunes. Who had Bridge Over Troubled Water?
Yeah, that was Simon and Garfunkel.
Was that Simon and Garfunkel?
Yeah, I did that one last night, too. I have a harmonizer, so I can do Crosby, Stills, Nash,
No.
Simon and Garfunkel, and it sounds great when I have that, too.
Oh, wow. Today's kids, younger people, they call cross-Canadian ragweed, which is a very popular, they're back together again for concerts and stuff, from Oklahoma, but they call them CCR. And every time I see that, I think, no, CCR is Creedence Clearwater Revival.
Yeah.
That's who I relate to on CCR.
Absolutely.
That's another great group.
Yep, I've got several of those songs I do, too.
Yeah, well, that's great. Stan Wilfong is with me today. Chris, Brian, and the King, they're not around this morning. It's Friday. They're probably sleeping in for the weekend. But I did want to tell you who is at the backyard. Tonight, it's my friend Holly Tucker is going to be here with the full band. So you'll get to see her perform on stage here at the backyard, Holly Tucker. And then tomorrow night, a great singer, great guy, Mike Ryan is going to be here and perform at the backyard. Good weather in store for us. There is a little chance of rain, I think Sunday maybe, but there's a good chance of later next week. We need rain. We need rain. So keep our fingers crossed on that. I'm going to ask one more time. If you don't have it in you, then just say no. But can you do one more song to close us out?
Yeah, I'd be happy to.
All right. Stan Wilfong going to play one more song, and then we'll say goodbye to you. Stick around.
All right. This is a Cat Stevens song that was really big back in the 70s.
favorite.
Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for the springing, fresh from the world. Sweet the rains do fall, sunlit from heaven, like the first dew fall on the first grass. Praise for the sweetness of the wet garden, sprung in completeness where his feet pass. Mine is the sunlight, mine is the morning, born of the one light, Eden saw play. Praise with elation, praise every morning, God's recreation of the new day. Morning has broken like the first morning. Blackbird has spoken like the first bird. Praise for the singing, praise for the morning, praise for the springing, fresh from the world.
You know, that's another one of my favorites. What did he change his name? Yusef?
Yeah, so he was Yusef. No, he was Cat Stevens, I guess.
Yeah.
And he changed his name to you.
Yeah.
I can't remember his last name, but he became a Muslim.
Yeah. And I mean, he was on a roll as Cat Stevens, and then boom, it just changed.
Yeah.
And I don't ever hear anything on him anymore.
No, I
But,
don't either. He put
so-
out some really great stuff. He really did.
Stan, I got to say, man, you've taken me down a trip down memory lane this morning. All my great favorite songs, and I appreciate that.
I appreciate it. That's my mission, is to go out and help people reminisce and enjoy the old stuff.
Yeah.
And introduce it to young folks who haven't heard it before.
Yeah. Next time we have you on, you're going to have to do a Johnny Cash.
Happy to do Johnny
Okay.
Cash.
All right. Well, Stan, once again, give us where you're playing at coming up over the next couple of weeks.
So I'm going to be at Segovia every Wednesday night, 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. I won't be there next week. I'm going to be in Memphis for a conference, but from then on, every Wednesday. And then I think on April 11th, which is a Friday night, I'll be out at the Grape. And that's what's on my schedule so far. So if anybody's looking to have me on, I've got some room.
I love it. Stan Wilfong, thank you so much. I really appreciate you coming out this morning.
Zack.
And if you want some great, great music, make sure you check it out wherever Stan is playing and support local music. That's one of the big points of this show. The reason I do this show is try to get local music out, local guests. And I mentioned earlier, and I'll repeat it once again, next week it's the Barbecue Rumble. Every day a different barbecue owner or pit master manager will be in to talk barbecue. We'll start it off on Monday with Philip Hellberg. He'll be on from Hellberg's Barbecue. And then also our music is Colton Hawkins. He'll be here on stage. Tonight, Holly Tucker at the Backyard. Tomorrow night, Mike Ryan. Should be pretty nice weather. I think the wind is still going to stick around a bit. So get out and enjoy live music this weekend. Thank you to Waco Realtors, the Eastland Group, for being our major sponsor here at the Zack Owen Show. And also Be Kind Coffee on Washington Avenue. They're open until 6 o'clock tonight. Enjoy Waco and Central Texas. Enjoy live music. Hey, I miss you, gentlemen. We'll see you back Monday morning. Bye-bye.
Keep the music playing.